Hey guys, I'm really sorry, I can't really read the rest of this fanfic of, I said this when I'm not saying the title. The fanfic of Erased Effect. I will, I'm thinking more of doing it in a live stream, and then read different stories while, reading different parts of Effect. But it gets so graphic that I'm risking monetization on my video because it gets so graphic that it's rated R. It's pretty much PORN in writing form. It's that graphic. I mean, yes, I've read really sensual things in the past, but the problem is that it gets worse than my past ones. Think of my biggest ever sensual scene. It's worse than that. I've ever written, read. I've never written any of that stuff. I get too flustered because I'm like, what the heck do I do now? You know, I know what should be in an S scene, but I can't write one. If someone gives it to me, I can correct it. I'd be like, oh, this should be this and this should be that. I can't write it myself, but I can always correct it. The thing is that I want to be able to give you stuff that you would like to watch, but I don't want to risk ruining my videos and getting probably striked by YouTube about how sexual it is. So this is the plan here. I will do some live streams. If you want that, I will do some live streams. I will answer some questions. I will go on Discord and do some voice stuff there. So if you haven't yet, join my Discord. We're talking about a lot of things and discussing stuff. But I want to apologize so much. I'm so sorry. It's just getting really awkward reading it because I do love the story. The story's really, really funny. But the problem is that I want to do it on live stream because I don't want to risk just doing it on one video. I want to spend time interacting with you guys while reading it. It's something that is more emotionally based with me. I apologize to you guys who want to see the videos, but I will read it on a live stream if you guys want me to. And another problem that arose is I am going back to school on the 23rd to college, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I am getting all my stuff ready, so I will be not able to post as much. A lot of people are like, wow, you haven't posted in 2 days. I'm like, yeah. I'm sorry about that. And I also haven't been answering comments, and I'm so sorry. It's just been busy. I got a new computer, so now I can sound like I'm in the same room as people I'm with. So, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of all over the place, but I just want you guys to know that you are being heard. I do see some of my comments coming in. Some people have asked for a To Marry story, which I actually have a lot of those that I want to do, but the problem is that I don't know which one. If you guys want one, just comment down below. And if it's a series, like an anime that I've never seen or a series I've never seen, maybe comment where I can find it, the series, because I'm looking for new series because I'm binge watching all the Asian dramas. Not anime. Well, duh. But, yeah. Anime, Asian dramas. Been binging those. Been rewatching some. Don't judge me. Please. But, I just want to say this to you. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done for me. Okay. This is the past me. Take it over. New me. Anyways. I'm probably going to be reading, let me see here. Sorry. It sounds like I'm crying. I'm going to be reading the Drarry story. So the Drarry story will be playing, and the one I'm really mad at, but not like too mad like I was with the Ben story. Thank goodness. And I'm going to start reading the Ben story again, but I'm not going to read it as much as I'm reading the other ones. I will have it every 2 weeks, because then I will not get mad as much as I usually am. Thank you guys for staying through this about 6 minutes in. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to let you know on updates and such. Also, Luna says hi, and she misses you guys as well. A lot of people wanted to say hi to her, so I'll let you know if she says. I'll put a recording in, maybe, if she does a voice recording of saying hi to you guys. Okay, love you guys so much. Take it away, future me, I guess. Okay, thank you. Past me. This is way later in the evening. I'm pissed off, okay? My mom leaves the house at 6:45. And she has to get to around 6:45, 6:50, gets to the place she has to be for an hour. 1 hour. And then she only has to go to the store for pesto and milk, because our milk is bad now. And I didn't notice it because I didn't drink it. My mom does, so that's the problem. She hasn't come home. That would take her about, if she did some extra shopping, it would take her an hour. It's 10:30 at night, and I'm freaking out because she doesn't have her phone. Okay, she left it home, and I hate that about her, because she leaves her phone at home. And you know what? Ever since my personal incident that some of you know about, is that I have anxiety, and I freak out all the time. I can't be home alone at night, because I will hear things, and I know a killer's gonna come and kill me, because I'm home alone and in a big huge house where there's a basement and a top floor, and I can't do that. So having anxiety attack a little bit, and Rachel already knows this. Rachel, who's Rachel? I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a different friend. Luna already knows this, and I can't. I just. So I'm using her money to buy my own food, because I feel like I'm a mother waiting for their child to come home at night that hasn't been answering their phone and is past curfew. A lot past curfew. Your curfew is 10 o'clock, and you arrive around 2 in the morning. So I feel that mad. At the same time, I can't be home alone, so I'm up here, and I can't have Luna come over because she's in Hawaii, so I'm screwed. I'm going to murder my mother. I plead the fifth. I did not say that, okay? You can't use that against me. You haven't read my Miranda rights. I knew too much about law. I need to stop watching SVU, shouldn't I? So, anyways, while we're waiting for my Herberts and Gerberts guy, yes, I ordered $30 worth of food. It's gonna be so delicious. Okay. During my mental breakdown, I'm going to read the story that pissed me off, so I can listen to that without talking to myself and looking weird. Okay, so, Married and Pregnant, Drarry Fanfic. Oh, what a joy, right? I'm gonna kill my mother. What the fuck is this? Sorry, I did not know where I was, so I had to look back, and I'm like, we're almost finished with this whole thing. Why didn't I just go past it? Then I realized that how long the chapters are. Okay, chapter 18, Harry's POV. Cedric walks into my room and sits on my bed next to me. I'm laying down, hugging a pillow. I have no clue what to do. I miss Draco. So, Harry, the Inquisitor was thinking of throwing a ball, Cedric says to me, grinning. What kind of ball? I ask. A masquerade. He thinks it'll be fun, Cedric answers. Will Draco be there? I ask. Of course. Everyone will be there. Draco, his family, his friend, and your friends, Cedric answers. I smile, sitting up. This will be great. I'll get to see Draco again. When is it? I ask hopefully. He was thinking it would maybe after you give birth. So that's like, 4 months? Cedric says. But that's so long, I cry out. Don't worry, Draco. Don't worry. Draco will be here before you go into labor. Then we'll wait a few days after you give birth and throw a party in honor of you and your baby, Cedric says, grinning. I smile, hugging him. I miss Draco. He rubs my back lightly while hugging me. I know you do, but we have to keep you safe. I know, I still can't believe Ginny hates me this much, I cry. I know it's quite surprising, but don't worry, Draco will deal with her, Cedric says. I nod and lay back down. 1 month till baby's birth. Harry, Draco's here, the Inquisitor yells from downstairs. I stand up, go downstairs, and see Draco. He quickly walks up to me, hugs me. I miss you so much. I missed you so much, Harry, Draco says, kissing me. I missed you too, I mumbled. I go, wait, aren't you gonna test to see if it's actually Draco? That's my first thing I would do, because I wouldn't fall for the same thing twice. So, what is the word you cannot say about Hermione anymore? I don't think Ginny knows that anymore. Ginny probably doesn't even know that he doesn't say the word mudblood. So, I think that would be a good test. I think this is too good to be true, you know? So, I think something's up. Let's keep on going. We go to the dining room, and eat dinner. Draco talks about trying to track Ginny, but he hasn't. I thought I heard a noise. You know what? I need a roommate. That's what I need. I need to move in with a roommate because I will not survive alone. That's it. I'm not going to survive. I don't care if I'm 30. I'm going to have a roommate. Where's my cat? Emerald! Son of a bitch. Making sure my cat's okay. Huh. Okay, anyways. He hasn't been able to find her. I just don't know where she is or how to find her. So, anything going on here? Draco says. Well, we meant to tell you last time we saw you. But, Cedric's pregnant, the Inquisitor says to his brother. That's great! Congratulations! Draco said, excited. Also, near the end of the next month, we'll have a ball to honor your child, Cedric says. Draco smiles. That's great. Who's been invited? So far, our family, your friends, the Inquisitor and your friends. The Inquisitor answers. Draco's POV. I smile and I followed Harry up to his room, and we take a shower together. We wash each other off and then get dressed. We climb into bed, and I pull Harry to me and rubbing his stomach. I love you, Harry, I say, kissing his neck. I love you too, Draco. I missed you. Harry replied, I missed you too. I can't believe I couldn't find Ginny. I said, ashamed. Oh. I need to eat soon. I just kind of blacked out for a second or something. That wasn't good. Yeah, me too. Thank you for trying, Draco. I'm sure that soon she'll either give up or you'll end up finding her. Harry says, smiling at me. You know, I know. Get some sleep, Harry. I say, kissing his cheek. We both drifted into a peaceful sleep. Ginny's POV. I look at my army as two of my members came up to me with a prisoner. They took the bag off, revealing my brother, Ron Weasley. Ginny, what are you doing? He yells at me. Trying to get close to Harry so I can kill that abomination inside him. Force him to marry me and force him to marry me. Now tell me, is there any events coming up so I can come to them? She's going to do a Maleficent thing. I mean, all power to you. At this point, I don't give a shit. I just know it's going to end happily, and that's all I need in the world, right? I'll never tell you, Ron yells. I take my wand out and point it at his neck. You will talk, I say, crucioing him. He screams and withers in pain. I lift the curse, and he says between gasps, I will never tell you. I put the curse back on him, and he screams some more. One of my spies come up to me. They're throwing a ball soon in honor of their child. Really? Well then, my friends, we have a party to crash. And by the way, author's note, here's a picture. I'm pretty much showing it right now, probably. Here's a picture of the Inquisitor. The next update will be next Saturday. I can read. Ouch. But get out of here, please. If my delivery comes here before my mom, I'm so mad. Ugh. Okay. Chapter 19. Ginny's POV. The ball that was mentioned was after Harry gave birth. So at least that thing won't be in him, and I'll just have to kill it. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. I'm kind of triggered too, but I'm trying not to think about it because actually I'm kind of calmed down now to think about it because I'm talking about something that makes me mad. And my anger's like, what the fuck? Why are you getting more angry? Like, push back, bro. So I guess I just need to read something that makes me angry some more to calm me down. Let's stop pacing before I have, like, an aneurysm or something. Ouch. It's not that I'm, like, losing weight. It's just that I'm so hungry. My stomach hurts. I need to eat something. The ball that was mentioned, yeah. Just like that. Then I'll kill the blonde whore. when you say blonde whore, I'm like, wasabi. After my dad said I should be a blonde, I looked at my pictures and I went, why? He goes, I don't know, you would look good as blonde. Blonde, curly, when you have darker hair, it's going to be straight. I went, okay. I mean, hey, at least you have a system. That's all I care about. Okay. The ball that was mentioned was after Harry gave birth. So, then I'll kill the blonde whore. Sup, dude. And take Harry as my own. I looked at my still imprisoned brother. I don't know what to do with you now. You know my hideout. So where should you go? Oh, come on, Ginny. What are you thinking? I am your family and Harry is your friend, Ron said with a desperate look in his eyes. I don't want Harry as a friend. I have loved him longer than that blonde bitch, and he chose that. I was always there for him. You were not always there for him. Me and Hermione were. You broke up with him. He broke up with you because he is gay. Get over it, okay? He has his own life. You can't make a decision like this for him, Ron said, glaring at me. I will just have to kill you then, I said, pointing my wand at him. Time skipped to while Harry is in the hospital. Harry's POV. Oh my gosh. Flashback to, I think it was Love Potion, where Madame Pomfrey was doing the Crucio curse to the baby, remember? Oh my gosh. It was in Love Potion where he was having that bad dream about Draco having a command that he was like, I'm not in love with you anymore. I got the baby to be killed. I'm breaking up with you. Bye. Peace. I don't know why I made it so savage. But yeah, peace. And it was really sad. This is what's giving me now. No, Ginny, don't you dare. I'll kill you myself. Someone help me. Harry's POV. I lay in the bed after I gave birth. Which is amazing on my part. That was fucking painful. The doctors have the children. Oh yeah, children? And he has more than one? I don't remember him saying he had twins. Oh, yes! I've always wanted to have twins myself. In the far future, but yeah. The doctors have the children and are going to come back after they have washed them off and gave them a blanket. Also, they do spank them, so they inhale, and they, that's why they cry. Or if they don't start crying right away, cold air, warm air, cold air, oh, how dare you, put me back. That's what I was like. I was like, I ain't going out. I hands, feet to the sides. I ain't coming out. My mom was pissed. I was just like, I ain't coming out, beat. You have to pay me before you can come out. Wait, how long has it been since my order was placed? Am I in the time zone here? What's going on? It's been more than 30 minutes. Hold on. Maybe they're backed up. Never mind. Don't worry about me. I'm just losing it, as usual. What is new, right? What is new? What is doing? Okay. Let's just get back to order. Draco, his brother, and his parents are here, but I don't know why the Weasleys are not. You're great, Harry. I'm so proud of you, Draco said, kissing me. Oh, honey, if you kiss me, you better, you owe me, honey. You knocked me up. You owe me so effing much, bitch. That you owe me so much. I can't say that on YouTube. You owe me so much devil's tango that you're going to do it right now. Well, no. But in a week, that's going to happen. But anyways. Draco said, kissing my cheek. The doctors came back. The two babies wrapped in blankets. One in pink and one in blue. So what do you want to name them? One of the doctors asked. They handed Draco me the girl and Draco the boy. I want to name the girl Lily and the boy Scorpio. Draco handed the boy to me and started to fill out the paperwork. He told me that I could pick their first name and he would do their middles. I held both the children and I can't believe that I can finally be happy and that I can finally start my own family. And I give them a better one than mine, just like Draco said. When we got home, well, really it's the Inquisitor's place, We went to the nursery that had been set up and laid them in the crib. We stood next to it and looked at our children. I hope they don't have your terrible eyesight, Draco said, grinning. I playfully hit Draco. Well, I hope they don't treat the ones they have a crush on like you do. Draco looked at me playfully offended. It won't matter. We'll still love them and help them with the best we can. I nodded. Yeah, your dad wasn't much help, was he? Probably thinks he is too young to be a grandfather, Draco said. He has the hair to look the part, I said, laughing. His hair is just like mine, Draco complains. I'm joking, I said. We both laughed and go into our room that is connected by a door to the nursery. Time skip to the ball. Draco's POV. The ball is filled with people in flowing gowns and nice shirts. Nice suits. That's it. Wait. Oh, it's Herberts and Gerberts! Yes, bitch! I'm here! Look at me. I'm jumping up and down. Hold on. I'm sorry. Sorry. Just now I got my food, so you know that. But right when I was about to sit down and eat a little bit of it and then record some more, I get a call on my mom's phone from this guy named, I'm just going to call him KT. I don't know what I'm drinking. KT. So, I was just like, who the heck is this? So I answered the phone and I go, hello? I don't know who you are, dude, but don't act creepy. And they're like, hello? And he goes, oh. He's like, is this Michelle? And I go, nope, this is her daughter. She left her phone at home. And he goes, oh, hi. She speaks, like, this is later. She speaks highly of you. I'm like, he's like, unless there's another daughter. I went, she wishes. He goes, oh, by the way, she talks about you making money on the internet. I went, don't tell them my YouTube channel. I will kill you, mother, because more people that are your friends that find out what I do for a living and what type of videos they are, I'm screwed, okay? I love you, but no, don't do it. And he was really sweet, and he's like, oh, by the way, when your mom comes home, she had a couple of beers, and I went, fuck. I can't yell at her when she has a couple of beers because she's happy, and I'm like, if I yell at someone who's happy, I can't yell at them. Damn it. But I just found out that they had a meeting until 8. Then they started talking for the past 4 hours. And I went, you talked? That's me talking to Luna. For 4 to 5 hours, we just play games and we talk until 3 in the morning. That's literally what we do. So, there we go. But anyways, let's continue with the story before I lose my mind again. Okay. The ball is filled with people in flowing gowns and nice suits. Me and Harry are holding our children standing by the wall, mostly because neither of us like dances and we have children. The orchestra that the Inquisitor is playing a Phantom of the Opera song. Oh, yes, bitch. I love Phantom of the Opera. I also love, is it Love is Dead? Or is it Love is Blind? I forgot what it was. It's the sequel to Phantom of the Opera. Yes, bitch, they have a sequel. A lot of people don't know that. And yes, they have a sequel, but they never made it into a movie. I wonder why. Because it's not very popular. Because of how it ends. No spoilers. Anyways. The orchestra, yeah. I have no clue what exactly it is because it's nice, but it's nice. So, you know what that means, Harry? I asked. What? Harry replied. We can get married soon. I said. Harry smiled, leaned over, and kissed me. A group of people are dancing now, down the stairs, and one is watching them. They all have silver masks and they're wearing full black ball gowns. Suddenly, the lights shut off, and everyone screamed as they pulled out their wands. Redhead jumping down, looking around. The lights come back on, and a redheaded, covered in dirt, leading with redheads with other redheads walking in. I realized that it was the Weasleys, and that's why they have not showed up. Ginny looked at Harry and a grin crossing her face, her blue eyes flashing. Finally, I found you. My spies have done good work. She raised her wand and I took mine out, making sure I still have a good hold of my child. And Harry did the same. We all stood there, wands pointing at each other, when Ginny said, "Twins? I don't know which one to kill first." Jeez. I sounded like a yandere plus a psycho. No. If Yandere Chan had a baby with Jeffrey Dahmer, it would be me. Fuck. No, not Jeffrey Dahmer, because he was like into sex and cutting off guys' stuff, and you know what? I'm not going there. If you know nothing about Jeffrey Dahmer, I would seriously look into it, because a lot of people think he's just a cannibal. He's a lot more than that. He tried to make sex zombies by putting acid in people's brains when they were like incapacitated. Don't worry, they're already dead, basically. But yeah, he tried to do that experiment. Good luck, Jeffrey! How does it feel down in there in hell? Because he was killed by his inmate, because he was creeped out by his roommate. So there you go. Chapter 19. Wait, what the fuck did I do? I fucked up somewhere. Okay. I messed up. Go back up, please. I beg of you. Yes, bitch. Okay. Kill first. Harry shouted a spell and Ginny blocked it. I shouted the curse spell, the killing spell curse, and she was unable to block that and fell to the ground. The Weasleys ran over to Ginny, stood her up, as Ginny stood up, her eyes red. You think you can kill me like that? I have more power than you ever imagined. She turns and leaves, her followers following close behind. I am so sorry. I was not there for you, mate. Ginny kidnapped me and was trying to kill me, Ron said, looking down in shame. It's okay. Wait, how are you not dead then? I asked. Ron looked up as his eyes flashed red, just like Ginny's had. Wait, what if Ginny's not under control? What if she's the one under a spell? Conspiracy theories. Okay. Wait, that was 19? Bitch, when? Oh. It was... Okay. Chapter 20. Harry's POV. Draco and Cedric got hold of our kids, had Cedric hold our kids, and got in front of me, pointing the wand at Ron. What the fuck are you and your What the fuck are you and your sister? Hey, I'm on your side, Ron yelled, putting his hands up. And how can we trust you? Draco snarled at him, backing him into a wall. I have never hurt Harry in any way. If I was not on your side, I would have killed him or something along those lines a long time ago, Ron replied. Draco, I trust Ron. I'm sure there is perfectly logical explanation, I told him. Draco pushes Ron and backs up to be beside me. Okay, explain, Weasley. Draco growled. Okay, so the Weasley line may or may not have a little bit of dragon blood in it, Ron said calmly. After the guests left, excluding the Weasleys and Hermione, We are sat at a long, dark wooden table for eating dinner. So did you enjoy the party, Mom and Dad? The Inquisitor asked. Yes, it was great until the Weasley girls showed up, Lucius said, accusingly to the Inquisitor. Oh, I just remembered. Ginny has spies, Ron said. Did you see any of the spies today? Cedric asked. No, they all had their masks and cloaks on, except Ginny, so I'm still surprised she actually tried to kill me. She's mental, Ron said, his hands shaking. It's okay, Ron. We will deal with Ginny, I said, putting a hand on his shoulder. Ron smiles and says, thank you. Sadly, she cannot be killed easy, as Draco has showed us. Ron said, Draco, you can't kill them by fire or heat. What the fuck? That was just so dumb in Game of Thrones. It only served one purpose, and it was just to kill off, what's-his-face, the brother of Dany. So I was just like, I mean, that was a cool death because he died, but because he was a jackass, but that's different. Because it never came up again, pretty much. I was just like, I didn't watch all of it, just to let you know, because I was just like, it's all about sex and swearing, and I'm just like, I'm not all about that. I'm only with the... See, that's why I stopped the erased effect. There you go. I'm not all about it, so... It's okay, Ron. We will deal with Ginny, I said, putting a hand on his shoulder. Ron smiles and says, thank you. Sadly, she cannot... Well, blah, blah, blah. Draco nodded and said, do you know how we can kill her? Ron sighed and shook his head. I sadly do not know. We may have books on dragon blood, the Inquisitor said. Maybe after we eat, we can go and look, Hermione said, smiling. I'm sorry, Mrs. Weasley, I said, looking at the table. You have nothing to be sorry for, Harry. We completely understand, Mrs. Weasley said. And please, dear, call me Molly. I smiled and continued to eat. After we ate, I put the twins to bed. Then we found the library and began looking around. Wow, Draco, your brother has a nice library, Hermione said as she ran her fingers over the spines. Yeah, much better than the one at the manor, Draco said in awe. Hermione looked at him quizzically and said, have you ever been here before? Draco shook his head and replied, no, I was not allowed. Draco's POV. We searched all the shelves of the books that might have something, but sadly there was none. I sighed and sat on my chair, on a chair, pulling Harry onto my lap. No books, I swear. He'd have something, Draco said, putting his chin on Harry's shoulder. Hermione and Ron say on the other side of Harry and Draco, we might be able to get one somewhere else. Maybe a bookstore or somewhere, Hermione said. Maybe. How about we go to bed and search for the book tomorrow? Ron said, smiling. We agreed and went to bed, me and Draco falling asleep comfortably in each other's embrace. In the morning, we go to bed, and my brother and my father are in the kitchen talking. I left Harry to get himself and the kids ready for the day. I walk into the kitchen and say, hey, how's it going in here? Ginny has been attacking the LGBTQ community and killing LGBT people. Blaise, Neville, Dean, and Seamus have been attacked while at Hogwarts. Dad says, my mom's home! The fuck? I sound like I'm a tomboy. The fuck do you think you're doing? Huh? You can't. No. Not you either. Shame on you. Okay. Wait, I'm still going. I'm so sorry. Dad says, drinking his coffee. It's here in the paper, my brother says, handing me the paper. I shake my head quickly, reading the headlines. I can't believe she is doing this, and that anyone actually joined. I mean, I'm sure she has not raised this way. I'm sure she was not raised this way. She was not, Mr. Weasley says, walking in, glaring at the paper. I'm sorry, Mr. Weasley, I said, setting the paper on the counter. Finally, you're home. Yeah, it broke. Also, by the way, Kim called. I had a lovely talk with him.
No! Is my okay? I
He called. Well, he called once, in like an hour ago, and then it was like it lasted a second. Like it ringed once, maybe twice, like a half twice.
Well, no, that was me. I first had called.
Why didn't you at least tell me that you're going to be late? I was literally on the couch waiting for like a daughter to come home after their curfew. Like,
I don't have your phone number.
You should.
I honestly didn't know where my phone was.
And you called your phone and you didn't let it last, huh? Did you?
No, I was just getting Kim's phone number.
Uh-huh. You already had his phone number.
What?
Yes. Yes. I can't believe she is doing this, and that anyone actually joined. I mean, I'm sure she was not raised this way. She was not, Mr. Weasley says, walking in, glaring at the paper. I'm sorry, Mr. Weasley, I say, setting the paper on the counter. You have nothing to be sorry for, he says, smiling at me. It's actually surprising to me that the Weasleys accept me. I knock Harry up, and they just treat me as family. I smile, glad at how far me and Harry have come. Yeah, me wanting to squeeze your eyes out like a freaking zit, to me loving you. So pretty much that's changed. Author's note. Small shout outs. Read_please for being a good fan and writer. Muggle-fied Malfoy for being a good editor and friend and writer. And that's all I'm going to do today, because there is a lot of people who I would shout out, but that's a lot of finding unfollow and follow and typing, and yeah. So thank you everyone for reading. By the way, this is the end. Oh, just felt like doing this. Love you all. Also, this book is 632 in a fanfic. Yay. I don't know how none of mine that been on longer is any higher. Oh well. Yay. By the way, in the picture it says 932. Just to let you know, not 632. But, you know what? Technicality. But now, dear writer, I'll do this for you. Your current book is writing on 392,000 reads. There you go. Thank you guys for watching. I'm ending it here. I know this one was really short. Most of it was me ranting. But do you blame me? Now that my mom's home, I can literally binge, eat, and yell at my mom more. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Which character was your favorite? I mean, I wish there was a sequel. Maybe there is a sequel, but I don't know about it. If someone does find a sequel, comment down below, because I'm going to be moving on to the next one. And if the sequel is not finished yet, I will not read it until it is finished. Or if it's a discontinued, I will finish. I will say it is finished and that's it. But that's different. thank you guys for watching. Give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below whatever you want me to read next. And if you have suggestions about different things on my Discord, follow my Discord. Contact me on Wattpad. Contact me on my other social media down there. Just do whatever makes you happy. And at that point where you be you, boo. I'm not gonna judge. Okay. Love you guys so much. Subscribe and put on push notifications if you haven't yet, so you're notified every time I post. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. And I have to say, I love you guys for everything you do for me. Bye-bye. Hold it. I forgot that there was an ending part because I was counting all the different, chapters. And I was just like, wait a minute. This is short. And guess what? It is. So let me finish these chapters, and because I was about to upload the video and I was like, wait a minute, how many chapters are there? So good thing I checked. Here we go. Chapter 21. Harry's POV. It's been a few weeks since the party fiasco. Cedric had his children, and the Inquisitor had decided to invite Cedric's father over. He was very pleased to see that Cedric is alive with a loving boyfriend and healthy kids. The killing of Ginny had not slowed down. Neville, Blaise, Seamus, and Dean had found refuge here. So did all the people that are here is every Weasley except Ginny, Mr. and Mrs. Malfoy, Dean and Seamus. Except Ginny, there is Mr. and Mrs. Malfoy, Dean and Seamus, Neville, Blaise, and Hermione. Good thing the Inquisitor has such a big place. Where we are now eating dinner, one of the Inquisitor people came in. What is it? He asks. The book that you are looking for has been stolen. I done the book count, and it's gone. I thought it was strange you all cannot find it, the person says. Ginny probably stole it, Ron said, glaring at the table. I nodded and said, that is the most logical explanation, I said. How are we going to get it back? Blaise asks. We will go and kill her. She has done enough, Draco growled. But we don't know how, I said. Charlie, the only Weasley I rarely see, sighed and says, it is near impossible to kill a dragon. The only way to kill one is poison. Are we sure we want to kill Ginny? The Weasleys hesitated, and then finally nodded. The others did nothing. Though, really, the Weasleys should choose. She is not our daughter anymore. We did not raise a murderer. Arthur and Mrs. Weasley nodding. I could tell that they are upset about this, but it has to be done. Ron, did you notice anything while you were held prisoner? The Inquisitor asked. Ron sighed and said, at first we were in an old house. Then while I was acting dead because she tried to kill me, she was moving me into Hogwarts, some room that was cold and wet, like a chamber. That would explain how she was able to attack us while at school, Dean said. But how could they get in? I asked. Ginny, I held up my tape recorder of Harry speaking Parseltongue to the last door. Thank you, Hermione, for getting this for me. I never thought it would become so useful. Good thing I have magic so I can get them from my followers too. I walked in, see them all on the chairs. I sat up. I had to move in here because that house was too small. It had rats. Ew. I want to stand in the front of the room next to the statue of Salazar. We are all doing good, girls. I'm proud of you all. Now, time for the big finish. Draco's POV. We left Mrs. Weasley, Mom, Harry, and Cedric to take care of the kids as the rest of us went to Hogwarts with my brother's army. I found Ginny and her followers running around killing people who got in her way, and anyone that is in some form of LGBTQ, IA, etc. We ran in and started to fight back. People were falling, but this is not as bad as Voldemort. Hold, girls, we got his attention, Ginny said. The girls stopped and grabbed the person they were fighting. All you wanted was my attention? I asked as they make a big circle around us. Yes, I wanted you here so I can kill you. No one steps out of line. No, anyone who steps out of line will be killed. I say, you be careful, Ginny says, and lunges at me, wand in hand. 22. Draco's POV. I got out of the way, Ginny, and the spell saying, I have one question before we fight. Ugh, what? Ginny said. How did you get into the chamber? I asked. A few years ago, Hermione got a tape recorder for me, and I have been tape recording Harry talking in his sleep ever since. Mostly because I thought Parseltongue was cool. Other part, so I could get used to Harry talking in his sleep for when we get married. I glared at her, then took out my wand, using a silent spell to pin her to the wall. When I used Expelliarmus to disarm her. I then grabbed a syringe, put the poison inside her, and watched the light go out of her eyes. And she died. I turned and noticed a light flash in all of her followers' eyes. They look around in shock and confusion, pushing away their hostages and ripping off the cloaks and masks. Some of them were crying. Ginny, and period. I think I'm saying it wrong, but they didn't spell it right, so I know what she's trying to say. But you know that one curse that you can make anyone do or say anything you want. Imperiod them, or emporioid, I can't remember that. Percy Weasley asked them to go with him to St. Mongoose. Then they will prove they were Imperiod. Imperioid maybe. Make sure they are okay. I picked Charlie to pick up Ginny's body, and I went to my brother's home, Harry's POV. The group came back, and Charlie is holding Ginny's body. Miss Malfoy and Cedric took the kids into another room. I feel a little sorry for Ginny, but the rest is replaced by anger. She tried to kill my kids and hurt my friends and strangers just because they were different. Who I feel sorry for the most is the Weasleys. They lost their little girl. Then something strange happened. Ginny moved. Everyone jumped and pointed their wands at her. She opened her eyes, and they were not red. You may have saved my followers, but you can never kill me, she says, standing up. Then some people dressed in gear came in, led by Charlie. They grabbed Ginny, putting her into sleep. I guess that the poison don't work either. Don't worry, I can take care of her, Charlie said as the man carried her out. How can the poison not work? Ron asks. Guess that her blood is stronger since she is part wizard. She needs it. Don't worry, we will take care of her. I have to go, Charlie said and told us all goodbye, hugging his parents and left. So, are we safe now? Draco asked. I guess so. They're going to snap her wand and she will be far away. She can't come back, I said, grinning. Draco smiled and said, That's good. A few months later, I am dressed in a white suit and getting ready to get married. Miss Weasley and Malfoy are watching the kids. I'm guessing Mrs. Malfoy are watching the kids as Cedric and Hermione help me get ready. We decided to do part of the wedding at the Weasleys and the other part at the Malfoys. Draco's POV. I looked around at all of our families and our family and friends are here, even Sirius and Remus. While Ginny was going nuts, there were not in Brigham. Brigham? I'm so confused. Spelling not good. I guess the spelling ain't good. And had no way of contacting us. Oh well, we are safe. No thanks to them again. Then Harry came out. I smiled. He looks absolutely stunning in his outfit. He is also smiling and blushing a bit. Once he got to me, the person started speaking, or the preacher, or whatever you want to call it. We said what we were supposed to do, then we kissed. It was like all the other times, but this time, it was just like all the other times we kissed, but this time was different. It was special. After that, we all went to the manor for the party and dinner. Everyone was happy and having a good time. Once it was all over, we went to the summer manor, taking out kids with us. My parents decided to give it to me, Harry, since they don't really need it. We put the kids to bed and we went to bed ourselves. Anything special you want to do now that we are married? I asked. No, I never really thought this far, Harry said, giggling. We have time to think. I'm sure the Weasleys would be fine watching the kids if we decided to go on a vacation, I said, kissing his nose. Harry nodded and cuddled up to me. I love you, Draco. I love you too, I said, and we fell asleep. It's called End, but 11 years later, Harry's POV. Me and Draco step on to platform 9 3/4. Lily and Scorpius following behind. I hug them both. Goodbye as Hermione appear with Ron and their kid Rose. Rose and Lily board the train as Scorpius stays behind looking through the crowd. Who are you looking for? I ask. No one, he says, hugging me. Bye, Dad. No one, he said, hugging me. Bye, Dad, he said. He then hugs Draco. Bye, Father. Then he boards the train. Me and Draco laugh as Draco's brother and Cedric show up, dropping off their children. A few other people I know also dropping off their own kids. As the train starts to leave, the kids wave out the window at us. We wave goodbye. I see who I think is Jean and Seamus's child, Albus, who go into the kids' compartment, to which Scorpius blushes again. I laugh and point it out to Draco. We went home, Ron and Hermione coming over with us, Cedric and Inquisitor heading back to their own house. Draco's POV. To think all of this happened just because I wanted to know if I was gay. It's kind of ridiculous, but I now have love. Have the love of my life, and we are this is bad. I now have the love of my life, and we are very happy with a beautiful son and daughter. We talked to Hermione and Ron until they decided that they had to leave. Now me and Harry have the house to ourselves. Well, until breaks and summer. I miss them. Harry frowns. It's too quiet. I nod. Harry nods. We should get a dog. No, too much work, I reply. Draco, it'll be fun, Harry says. No, but I have a better idea to make some noise, he says, smiling at me seductively. Harry smirks, kissing me. The end. This is the official ending. Author's note. I will now update the Snarry story on Saturday. They have made a Snarry story. I don't know what it's about. Thank you all for reading and loving my story. Anyway, this story was suggested by ESTH Loves Y'all. I don't know how to say that first word kind of in a sentence, but _201. I hope you loved it. Ish. It's pretty much what it looks like, but I'll just go ESTH Loves Y'all _201. All done. I'm gonna tell you something when I end this, because I'm ending it right now. You don't really think, like, things that happen in SVU and, like, Criminal Minds, that disgusting, like, sometimes, sensual violence, I'm not saying the actual word, happens. There's a kid that going to my church right now. He's a foster kid, and a friend at my church is taking care of him. And I'm asking her, I go, what happened? Did the mom do drugs? And she was like, well, yeah, but something else. I go, what happened? She's like, do you really want to know? I said, yeah, lay it on me. She paid people to sexually harass the kids. And I went, oh, that's a problem. I was like, how do I react to this? This is huge. And I felt really bad, it's a kid going through that. And I was just, oh my word. How can you be so sick? And the kid is not even 6. He doesn't even talk anymore because of what's happened to him. He can't use words, he just points. And he points and he points and he points. And you have to use sign language. So when I said all done, it reminded me of doing the sign language for all done. All done. You have to do that to him. You can't have any more. All done. And I just feel so bad. But anyways, I'm ending the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. Something funny, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want to be. Be nice, though. And I better not see any thirsty boys down there. Put on push notifications if you haven't yet. So you're notified every time I post. Even if it's a Snarry, Drarry, Hermione, Tamari, and Snomini. That's a thing. And I'm going to read one of those stories someday. Because that's interesting. I never thought of that pairing before. But I mean, hey, a bookworm with a bookworm. We gotta love it. Not you guys, apparently, but I do. Because I'm weird. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye. Oh, wait. I don't know what it is. I feel so burpy. I haven't taken a drink of my soda ever since I started videotaping. Voice recording this. I'm so sorry. But love you guys so much. Bye-bye.